What's up YouTube? I'm Joe, you're watching my channel Ink&Iron, back with a review of something a little bit different today. These are Milwaukee work gloves, and if you're like, Joe, why are you reviewing brand new gloves? Don't worry, here's some I prepared earlier. So these have been my everyday gloves for 2 years, and they finally started to get some holes here on the left middle finger, and specifically the pad of the finger, making me think that this is wear related and not an actual puncture or laceration. I think it's just, the leather thins out over time. So let me show you what you get when you buy these new or replace them as I have. So these are medium size. You got a medium size hand, ANSI cut level A5, that is the top cut resistance that you can get. Also has impact resistance of 2, which is not bad. It's mostly carried out by these knuckle pads here. What else? Got a reinforced palm. They are a majority leather on the exterior, besides these, rubberized, I don't even know what you'd call these, pads, I guess, on the knuckles and the back of the hand. It is a goatskin leather. It's rather soft, supple. The inside is like a woven material, sort of cut resistant in and of itself. I actually, just put my name on the inside of mine, my old ones, so that, if anybody borrowed them, I'd get them back. All right, and they come with these weird little sticky sleeves that protect the knuckle pads, I assume, but it's kind of gross feeling, a little bit of adhesive. But yeah, I wanted to get this video done while they are still looking fresh compared to 2 years of use. Now, where did I use these? I use these in a shop environment, so like a wood shop. So a couple thousand linear feet of wood have been passed through these. I've handled glass with these, I've handled metal. They have resisted a whole lot of poking and slashing and stabbing and scraping and scratching. They will also resist rope burns, like if you're handling rope, cordage, something like that. Let's really get it in here and try and, yeah, no problem. That leather just shrugs it off. In terms of fit for my medium-sized hand, it's rather good. I don't have a lot of room at the fingertips, which is nice. Have maybe, I could wear a large. That's how long my fingers are, but my fingers are skinny, so I usually prefer a medium. I think the knuckle pads land pretty nicely right on my knuckles. I can't say I use a punch a whole lot, but every once in a while you're like hammering on a board or something to get it into place, and this does come in handy for that. Mostly it's good for the backs of your hands. If you got them on a table, surface, something like that, and something falls on them, this will protect you from getting shanked or crushed or something like that. It additionally protects your fingers, which is nice. And the articulations are pretty good. I actually should check on the brand new ones if they, feel the same. These are nice and tight. Yeah, feels good. The articulation feels the same new as it does 2 years later. So that's nice. You don't really have to break in that aspect of the glove. So who would I recommend these to? Geez, I don't know. Definitely if you work in a wood shop, these are some good gloves to have. I don't know if they are considered mechanics gloves. I don't know how much dexterity you need for being a mechanic. I've never really been one. I do work on machinery, but not, that's not everything that I do. I work on machinery as a consequence of doing laboratory work or working in a wood shop, stuff like that. So, maybe I will say this is, oh yeah, there's a little breakthrough here on the leather on the right middle finger. This could be from working with a wire brush wheel as well, like on a grinder. You throw on a brush wheel and you're holding stuff and the steel bristles, abrade your gloves. It could have done some damage as well over time in the dozens of times that I've used a wire brush wheel while wearing these. So overall, I think pretty good, and I think they run you about $35. So 2 years of really intense labor, and currently I use these to protect my hands from fiberglass. They are sealed against fiberglass fibers because of the leather. It's a porous material, like it'll absorb liquids, but it's not letting that fiberglass through. You can see all this lightening is actually where the leather has worn away. So I have used and abused these pretty well, and they've served really well. Honestly, the stitching never came undone. I think this loose thread is about all I've had in 2 years. They are fairly comfortable. They are a little bit insulating though, so something to be aware of. More of a 3-season glove. In the summer it's gonna get sweaty inside of here. I think that's partly due to the fiber on the inside. Kind of reminds me of like an oven glove, something like that. I don't know how these are against heat. I know I can feel heat through them in a reasonable amount of time. Like, they're clearly not insulated against heat as a heat protective glove, so keep that in mind if you're considering these. But I have just loved them, honestly. They're my go-to if I know I'm handling pipes, if I'm doing, nailing or screwing or hammering or handling boards and sheet goods, or handling even cut pipes, like a big PVC pipe that's just cut at a 90 degree. Ooh, those edges are sharp, man, and these will protect your hands against those. So very glad to have the new ones. Here's what they look like. I mean, not much to speak of, just black, very nice. Looking forward to breaking them in and getting another couple years out of them. And then just for shits and gigs, let me see. This is the Wave serrated blade. You can see I'm not pushing very hard, right? Just grazing it. And that's about as deep as it goes. This is not even all the way through this leather, and this is not like the thickest leather anymore. Yeah, it's pretty tough stuff. I've never actually tried to cut these. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, that bites in. So yeah, cut resistance not a thing for the padding, but the leather, yeah, definitely pretty cut resistant. This is my Leatherman Wave, by the way. Okay, so hope that's been an illustration of a pretty good pair of gloves. If you're working in a shop environment, maybe consider protecting yourself with a pair of these, especially if your work pays for them. That's the only reason I got these new ones, is my boss was like, yeah, go and pick out a pair of gloves if you want something specific. And I was like, I'm just going to replace my old faithfuls here. So that's it. Thanks for joining me. I've been Joe. You've been watching Ink&Iron. For more content like this, but mostly multi-tools, typewriters, fountain pens, that kind of thing. Like, sub, do the things, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.